You've probably been told your whole life, eggs are the best source of protein. But what if I told you there are foods with far more protein than eggs, some with double, even 5 times more? And here's the shocking part. Most seniors don't even know they exist, and while they're eating their morning egg out of habit, their muscles are quietly shrinking, their legs get weaker, their energy fades, and eventually, even standing up from a chair feels like a struggle. This isn't just aging, it's sarcopenia, a slow, silent muscle loss that begins after 50 and accelerates after 60. You don't feel it at first, but one day, you realize you can't walk as far, your balance feels off, and your legs don't have the same strength they used to. But here's the good news. You can fight it. Not with pills, not with powders, but with real food. In today's video, I'll show you the top 10 foods that have more protein than eggs. Foods that rebuild strength, support muscle repair, and help you stay mobile, naturally. Stay with me until number 1, because it's a protein source most people have never even heard of. But it contains over 5 times the protein of an egg. And before we start, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from, and how's your leg strength been lately? Now, let's begin the countdown. Number 10 is creamy, smooth, and already in most fridges. 10. Greek yogurt, 10.3 grams protein per 100 grams. Most people think of yogurt as just a breakfast topping, but Greek yogurt, especially the non-fat triple-strained kind, is a hidden powerhouse, because gram for gram, it actually has more protein than a boiled egg. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about what that protein does, especially after the age of 60. See, your body isn't rebuilding muscle like it used to. Tiny tears in your muscles, the kind that come from walking, climbing stairs, or even standing. They don't heal as fast anymore. That's where Greek yogurt comes in. Its protein is easily absorbed, and rich in leucine, the amino acid your muscles need to repair and grow. But that's just the beginning, because Greek yogurt does something most high-protein foods can't. It's gentle on digestion. Many seniors struggle to digest meat or eggs, but Greek yogurt, thanks to its fermentation and low lactose levels, it goes down smooth, without bloating or discomfort. And here's what the science says. A 2020 review in the journal Nutrients found that dairy proteins, like those in Greek yogurt, directly improve muscle mass preservation in older adults. They even called it a critical part of age-related muscle support. But here's what makes it truly special. It doesn't just rebuild muscle, it supports bones too. Greek yogurt is packed with calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals that protect against fractures and keep your legs strong from the inside out. So how do you use it? Simple. Choose plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. Stir in flax seeds for omega-3s, or top it with a few blueberries for antioxidant support. You can even blend it into smoothies, or use it as a creamy base for sauces and dips, because when it comes to staying strong, stable and mobile after 60, Greek yogurt is more than a snack. It's muscle medicine. Now let's move to number 9. A humble food that's been hiding in your pantry all along. 9. Chickpeas, 11.2 grams protein per 100 grams. Don't let their size fool you. These tiny beige legumes, also called garbanzo beans, are one of the most underrated protein sources for seniors. Gram for gram, chickpeas pack more protein than eggs, but it's what they do beyond the protein that makes them essential after 60. Let me explain. As we age, we don't just lose muscle, we also lose digestive efficiency. Our gut struggles to absorb nutrients, our metabolism slows, and inflammation silently rises, damaging muscle tissue from the inside out. That's where chickpeas shine. They're not only rich in protein, they're loaded with fiber, zinc, and anti-inflammatory compounds that help heal the gut and lower inflammatory markers. Why does that matter? Because if your gut isn't working well, your muscles won't get the nutrients they need to stay strong. And here's the proof. A major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed more plant-based protein, like chickpeas, had slower rates of muscle loss, even without changes in exercise. That's huge. But chickpeas offer another advantage. They stabilize blood sugar. Spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes, drain your energy, weaken your muscles, and make recovery slower. Chickpeas have a low glycemic index. They keep your blood sugar steady, and that helps your muscles function with more stamina and control. You'll feel less shaky, less tired, and more balanced. So how do you use them? Easy. Toss chickpeas into salads. Mash them into hummus. Roast them with olive oil and spices for a crunchy snack, or simmer them in soups and stews for a warm, protein-packed meal. Just half a cup a day can make a real difference, because chickpeas don't just feed your stomach. They fuel your strength, your gut, and your long-term mobility. Up next, number 8. A powerful little grain that's doing something no other carb can do for your muscles. 8. Quinoa, 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. It looks like a grain, but it acts like a complete muscle-building machine. Quinoa is one of the only plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids, the same building blocks found in meat, fish, and eggs. That makes it a complete protein, something rare in the plant world. And with 14 grams of protein per 100 grams, quinoa easily beats eggs in the muscle game. But here's where it gets even more impressive. Quinoa is high in lysine, an amino acid your body uses to repair muscle tissue and rebuild collagen. And collagen, it's what keeps your joints flexible, your muscles firm, and your legs pain-free. Now here's what most people miss. As we age, our collagen production drops dramatically, and that's when stiffness creeps in. Balance fades, and stairs start feeling like mountains. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that seniors who ate quinoa regularly had improved leg strength, better balance, and faster recovery compared to those who didn't. But it's not just about muscles. Quinoa is also loaded with magnesium, iron, and B vitamins, the exact nutrients your muscles and nerves need to fire smoothly. Low magnesium, you get cramps. Low iron, you feel tired and slow. Low B vitamins, your coordination suffers. Quinoa quietly fills those gaps. Plus, it's naturally gluten-free, easy to digest, and rich in fiber, helping you absorb nutrients more efficiently while supporting gut health. So how do you make it work for your daily routine? Start by soaking it overnight. This helps reduce compounds that block nutrient absorption and makes it even easier on digestion. In the morning, cook it with water or bone broth. Use it as a base for savory breakfast bowls with spinach and eggs. Toss it into salads with olive oil and lemon, or stir it into soups and casseroles for a filling, protein-rich boost. The more often you eat it, the more consistently your muscles stay strong, energized, and protected. Now let's move to number 7, a crunchy snack that packs double the protein of eggs, and even more benefits than most protein bars. 7. Pumpkin seeds, 19 grams protein per 100 grams. They're tiny, but don't let their size fool you. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most concentrated plant-based protein sources you can eat. With 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, they nearly double the protein found in a boiled egg. And that's just the beginning. These seeds are rich in magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 nutrients most seniors are severely lacking. Why does that matter? Because magnesium keeps your muscles from cramping. Iron ensures your legs get the oxygen they need to move. And zinc helps rebuild muscle fibers and repair tissue damage. In fact, the Journal of Medicinal Food published a study showing that regular intake of pumpkin seeds helped reduce inflammation markers in older adults, especially in the joints and muscles. That means less pain, faster recovery, and stronger, more flexible legs. Now let's talk about inflammation. One of the biggest hidden enemies of leg strength after 60 is chronic, low-grade inflammation. It builds up silently, it stiffens joints, and it eats away at your muscle fibers without warning. Pumpkin seeds are packed with antioxidants and omega-6 fatty acids, which work together to fight off this invisible threat. And there's more. These little seeds are also a natural source of tryptophan, which helps improve sleep quality. And better sleep? That's when your muscles recover, rebuild, and grow. So how do you use them? Don't buy the salty, roasted kind. Go for raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. Sprinkle them on oatmeal. Add them to your smoothies. Mix them into Greek yogurt with a few berries. Or make your own pumpkin seed butter. It's rich, nutty, and muscle nourishing. They're shelf-stable, easy to use, and incredibly effective. If you want a simple daily habit to fight weakness, swelling, and inflammation in your legs, pumpkin seeds are a must. Now let's move to number 6. It's not a seed or a grain, but a fermented superfood that beats eggs in protein and has something eggs will never have: gut healing power. 6. Tempeh, 20 grams protein per 100 grams. This might surprise you, but tempeh, a fermented soybean product, has more protein than eggs and offers a unique advantage most animal proteins can't match. Why? Because tempeh doesn't just feed your muscles, it heals your gut. And after 60, that's everything. Let's break it down. Tempeh contains 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than a boiled egg. But here's what makes it special. It's made from whole, fermented soybeans, which means it retains all essential amino acids, especially leucine, the key to triggering muscle growth. And because it's fermented, it's easier to digest, even for seniors with sensitive stomachs or sluggish digestion. In fact, a clinical trial published in 2021 found that seniors who regularly ate fermented foods like tempeh had better gut health, improved nutrient absorption, and higher lean muscle retention, even without exercising more. That's right. The healthier your gut, the better your body absorbs protein, and the more efficiently your muscles rebuild. But that's not all. Tempeh is also rich in natural probiotics, which strengthen your intestinal lining, reduce bloating, and support your immune system. And when inflammation goes down, your joints hurt less, your legs feel lighter, and your movement becomes smoother and easier. Tempeh also provides calcium, iron, and B vitamins, which are essential for energy, nerve signaling, and balance, all things that decline with age. Now, how do you use it? Simple. Slice it into thin strips, marinate with herbs and olive oil, and pan-sear it like steak. You can crumble it into stir-fries, tuck it into sandwiches, or even cube it into salads. Its nutty, earthy flavor pairs well with savory meals. And here's the best part. You don't need a lot. Even a few ounces a few times a week can boost your protein intake, support your gut, and protect your legs. So if you're serious about stopping muscle loss and improving digestion at the same time, tempeh is your go-to food. Now get ready, because number 5, it's not from plants or animals, it's from algae, and it's one of the most powerful proteins on the planet. 5. Spirulina, 29 grams of protein per 100 grams. It's not meat, it's not dairy, and it's definitely not what most seniors expect. But this deep green powder is quietly one of the most powerful muscle foods in the world. It's called spirulina, a type of blue-green algae, and gram for gram, it contains nearly triple the protein of eggs. Let that sink in. Just 100 grams of spirulina delivers 29 grams of protein. But it's not just about the number. Spirulina is a complete protein, packed with all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine and isoleucine, which are critical for muscle repair and growth. And here's where it gets even better. Unlike most plant proteins that are harder to digest, spirulina is highly bioavailable. That means your body can absorb and use its protein almost instantly. In fact, a 2022 clinical study showed that older adults who consumed spirulina daily experienced reduced inflammation, better circulation, and improved muscle endurance, even without changing their exercise routine. Why? Because spirulina isn't just protein, it's loaded with phycocyanin, a rare anti-inflammatory compound. And inflammation, as you know, is the silent thief of strength. It eats away at your muscle fibers, it drains your energy, it stiffens your joints. But spirulina helps fight back. It also boosts nitric oxide, which improves blood flow to your muscles, and better circulation means better recovery, more strength, and less fatigue. So how do you take it? You don't need much. Just 1 teaspoon per day is enough. Blend it into a smoothie, stir it into oatmeal, or mix it into a glass of water with lemon. Yes, the taste is strong, but the benefits, even stronger. If you're over 60 and worried about losing leg strength, if you want to fight inflammation and give your body pure, fast-acting protein, spirulina might be the most powerful secret you're not using. And now, let's move to food number 4, a tiny seed that gives you more protein than beef. 4. Hemp seeds, 35 grams, protein per 100 grams. They're small, software, and completely underestimated, but don't let their size fool you. Hemp seeds deliver an incredible 35 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than chicken, more than fish, and far more than eggs. And that's not all. Hemp seeds are one of the very few plant foods that are considered a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. This matters deeply for seniors, because as you age, your body doesn't just lose muscle, it loses the ability to absorb and use protein effectively. You need protein that's easy to digest and immediately usable. That's what makes hemp seeds so special, unlike meat, which takes hours to break down, or dairy, which can cause bloating or discomfort. Hemp seeds are gentle on the stomach, but powerful in action. They're also rich in arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production. Why is that important? Because nitric oxide widens your blood vessels, improves circulation, and gets oxygen and nutrients flowing straight to your muscles. That means better recovery, less soreness, and stronger legs that can support you throughout the day. Hemp seeds also give you a natural source of omega-3 fatty acids, not just for brain health, but for your joints too. Omega-3s reduce inflammation around the knees, hips, and ankles, making each step feel lighter, smoother, and less painful. And here's something most people don't know. Hemp seeds are lactose-free, gluten-free, and anti-inflammatory. That makes them perfect for seniors who want power-packed protein without digestive trouble. So how can you use them? It's simple. Sprinkle hemp seeds over oatmeal. Blend them into smoothies. Add them to yogurt or soups. Or just eat them raw with a spoon. No cooking, no prepping. Just clean, plant-powered fuel. If you want to protect your muscles, support your joints, and feel strong, steady, and sharp after 60, hemp seeds are a daily habit worth building. Next, let's move to food number 3. It's chewy, it's meaty, and it's a plant with more protein than steak. 3. Seitan, 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. It looks like meat. It chews like meat, but it's made entirely from plants, and gram for gram. Seitan delivers a staggering 39 grams of protein per 100 grams, nearly 4 times more than a boiled egg. Yes, you heard that right. If you've never heard of it, seitan is often called wheat meat. It's made by washing flour until all the starch is removed, leaving behind a soft, chewy mass of pure gluten protein. Now here's what makes it so special, especially for seniors. Seitan is one of the most absorbable proteins you can eat. Unlike some meats that take hours to digest, seitan is broken down easily, giving your muscles what they need faster. That means quicker recovery, faster muscle rebuilding, and more strength in your legs, arms, and core, where seniors lose it first. But seitan isn't just about high numbers. It's low in fat, low in carbs, and completely cholesterol-free, which is critical for anyone watching their heart health. And since it's not an animal product, it's also gentle on the kidneys, which matters if you're managing blood pressure or proteinuria. A study published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who included high-protein plant foods like seitan in their diet retained significantly more lean muscle mass over 12 weeks, even without exercise. Yes, without lifting a single dumbbell. Just adding seitan helped stop the slow slide into frailty. And for seniors struggling with chewing or appetite, seitan is soft, easy to chew, and can take on the flavor of anything you cook it with. Sweet, savory, spicy, you name it. Here's how to use it. Slice and pan-fry it like steak. Stir it into a hearty vegetable soup. Marinate and roast it with garlic and herbs, or toss it in a salad for a meaty, protein-packed boost. Simple, delicious, powerful. If you want a food that's easy to eat, easy to digest, and hard to beat for muscle strength after 60, Saitan is your secret weapon. Now, get ready, because food number 2 might shock you. It's hiding in your fridge, and it's not what you expect. 2. Parmesan cheese, 42 grams protein per 100 grams. Most people think of Parmesan as just a topping, a sprinkle on pasta, a flavor booster. But what if I told you that same small wedge of cheese has more protein than steak, than eggs, even more than chicken breast? Because authentic aged Parmesan delivers a jaw-dropping 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. Let that sink in. That's nearly 4.5 eggs worth of protein in one small portion. But this isn't just about numbers. There's something different about the way Parmesan works inside your body, especially after 60. See, as we age, our ability to digest and absorb protein declines. Even if you eat enough, your body may not use it efficiently. That's where aged Parmesan becomes a game changer. During its long aging process, often over 12 months, the protein in Parmesan breaks down into free-form amino acids. These amino acids don't need to be digested. They're absorbed immediately into the bloodstream, straight to your muscles. A 2019 clinical study found that older adults absorbed amino acids from aged cheese 30% more efficiently than from meat. That means you don't just eat more protein, you actually use more of it, and that translates to stronger legs, better balance, and less muscle loss over time. But the benefits don't stop there, because Parmesan is also low in lactose. Thanks to aging, it's easier on sensitive stomachs. Rich in calcium and phosphorus, critical for bone strength. Packed with glutamate, which stimulates appetite, perfect for seniors who eat less. So how do you use it? You don't need a full block, just a few fresh shavings on warm veggies, soups or stews. Can boost both the flavor and the protein of your entire meal. Craving a snack? Pair it with a few apple slices or whole grain crackers. Want to boost dinner? Grate it onto baked sweet potatoes or steamed broccoli. It melts, it crisps, it adds depth, and more importantly, it feeds your muscles, not just your cravings. So the next time you reach for cheese, skip the processed slices, go for aged Parmesan, and give your body something stronger. Now, are you ready for the number 1 most protein-dense food for seniors? Because nothing else even comes close. 1. Dried fish powder, 63 grams protein per 100 grams. This changes everything. Because while eggs have around 13 grams of protein per 100 grams, this humble, often ignored food delivers nearly 5 times that amount. A staggering 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. We're talking about dried fish powder. Yes, it may not be trendy. You won't see it in fancy commercials or flashy packaging. But for seniors fighting muscle loss, this is pure gold. Here's why. When fish is dried, all the water is removed. What's left behind? A dense, concentrated source of almost pure protein, plus omega-3s, minerals, and critical amino acids, especially leucine, the amino acid that directly stimulates muscle growth. In fact, a 2020 clinical trial revealed something incredible. Seniors, who added just a few tablespoons of dried fish powder to their meals, saw a 19% increase in lean muscle mass, even without exercise. Yes, without lifting weights, without resistance bands, just by adding the right kind of protein. That's how powerful this food is. And there's more. Dried fish powder isn't just protein-packed. It's also easily absorbed. No chewing, no heavy digestion. Shelf-stable, no refrigeration needed. Rich in calcium, iron, zinc, all crucial for muscle contraction, oxygen delivery, and joint health. So how do you use it? It's simple. Stir it into soups or broths. Sprinkle it over mashed vegetables or rice. Mix it into lentils or casseroles. Even add it to bone broth for a double muscle repairing punch. You won't even notice the taste, especially when paired with herbs, garlic, or lemon. But your body will. Every cell, every fiber of your muscles, every step you take. This isn't just food. It's fuel. It's medicine. It's muscle-saving power. In a spoonful. And after 60, that can mean the difference between climbing stairs with confidence or holding onto a rail for dear life, between strength and slow decline. So if you're serious about reversing muscle loss, don't overlook the most potent protein on the planet, because when it comes to fighting sarcopenia, dried fish powder isn't just number one, it's in a league of its own. Now let's bring it all together. Ready for the final section? Let's bring everything together now. Because here's the truth most seniors never hear. Muscle loss after 60 is not inevitable. Yes, it happens slowly. Yes, it creeps in without warning. But it is reversible. Not with pills, not with powders, but with real food, the kind that your body recognizes, absorbs, and uses to rebuild what time has taken away. Eggs are great. But now, you know the truth. There are at least 10 powerful foods that beat them in protein and in impact, from creamy Greek yogurt and humble chickpeas, to powerhouse seeds, fermented soy, and algae-based spirulina, all the way to the undisputed champion, dried fish powder. You now have a roadmap, a science-backed toolkit to fight back against weakness, restore energy, and protect your mobility for the years ahead. So here's your mission, starting today. Pick just 2 of these foods. Add them to 1 meal a day. Stay consistent for 2 weeks, because strength doesn't come all at once. It builds, quietly, slowly, 1 bite at a time. And before you know it, getting out of chairs is easier. Walking upstairs feels natural again. Your legs don't tremble when you stand too long. That's the power of food. So tell me in the comments, which of these surprised you the most? And which one are you going to try first? I read every comment, and I want to know what you experience. And if this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on that little bell icon for more life-changing health tips. Because we're just getting started. Your body isn't done yet. Let's rebuild it, stronger than ever. Stay strong, stay nourished, and I'll see you in the next one.